efforts in order to build sustainable alliances with like-minded nations that share the same values of upholding basic norms of international law and basic fairness and decency between and among countries. As a matter of fact, the latest iteration of that was the quadrilateral meeting between the United States, Japan, Australia, and ourselves, held in Honolulu last April. We will continue to cooperate more closely and more effectively, particularly down the line, because we should be not only a recipient of beneficence of the world in upholding our rights under international law, but an enforcer of international law in our own exclusive economic zone. And that is why we are requesting more sacrifices from our people in a fiscal sense, because it will redound to the stability and integrity of the Philippines as an archipelagic country. Now, we live in a world of disinformation and malign information. Is this a provocation? No. I believe what a provocation is the roguish and irresponsible threat to detain quote-unquote trespassers in what is claimed as internal waters, but is actually part of the high seas and part of the West Philippine Seas by a country. Such behavior is not only a violation of UNCLOS, but also a violation of the precepts of the United Nations Charter, which lays upon each responsible member state the duty to refrain from the threat or the use of force or aggression to enforce, particularly in this case, illegal territorial claims in the maritime domain. That is a provocation insofar as I am concerned. What we do in our exclusive economic zone, how we defend our exclusive economic zone, can in no way be termed by any sane person as a provocation. On the other hand, it is but what is required of us as sworn officers of upholding the law in compliance with our Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. Terming these cooperative activities with like-minded nations as a containment or a provocation is disinformation and evidence of paranoia of a closed political system where motives, although clothed in sweet terms, are hidden behind these sweet terms, and the ultimate intent is to get what they want by the threat or the use of force. This we cannot allow to continue. This we cannot allow to continue. And I am very, very proud to stand here before you that almost all our countrymen are united behind our efforts, despite the challenges, despite disinformation, steadfast to our country, proud of our country, proud of our armed forces. From this, I am sure you will not waver and you will not fail your countrymen. We will continue, once again, I repeat, to demand more and more of you. But that is what you are in uniform for. That is what I am here for. That is what the President has been elected for. And from this collective duty and this collective action of making our country stable